What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Deathstroke, the Batman Ben Affleck movie and Snyder Cut video. Yes, this is both an uplifting and very depressing video, as Joe Manganiello has revealed just what not only the original Ben Affleck solo Batman movie would have been about, but what the original Justice League, Lex and Slade post-credit scene was all about. As you know, Deathstroke appeared in the end of the Justice League movie and has broken Lex Luthor out of Arkham Asylum, where he was placed by the Dark Knight himself at the end of Batman vs Superman. Now, Joe looks $1,000,000,000,000,000 as the mercenary himself, and on the surface it looked like we were going to get some sort of Injustice League story for Justice League 2. An anti-Justice League led by Lex Luthor, and Joss Whedon did actually change the original post-credit scene to tease that. And, well, it's very interesting because the original was a bit different, and Joe had this to say on the matter. They reshot all of Jesse's dialogue to tease Justice League Part 2, which was going to be about the Injustice League. All of that dialogue was about Batman originally, and it was changed to the lines like, shouldn't we have a league of our own? Yes, the original scene focused on Lex's hatred for Bruce, as they are now arch enemies, and Lex would no doubt want revenge on the Bat for locking him up. However, they both have hatred for the Bat, as Joe teased that Deathstroke's incentive for this was that he wants revenge for Bruce for something that he did to him in the past. Now, this is interesting, and Joe teases that we are getting more Deathstroke. We know the Joker is in the movie with Jared Leto returning, and to be honest, what trip to Arkham would be complete without the most famous inmate of all time? Now, my off-the-cuff theory here is that the Joker will appear and we will get the full scene of the breakout of Arkham Asylum, complete with the Joker, Clown Prince of Crime himself. However, originally, Part 2 of Snyder's version of Justice League 2 would have focused on Darkseid, but Joss Whedon, again, for some reason, wanted to move from that and create the Injustice League. While I appreciate the idea, I would prefer Snyder's vision because, Joss, it's not really your movie. The Batman would have then focused on Deathstroke as he went on to destroy Wayne's life and destroying both his reputation of being a public figure as Bruce and as Gotham's protector Batman in a two-pronged attack. Now, Joe had this to say on the plot of the original The Batman. It was a really dark story in which Deathstroke was like a shark or a horror movie villain that was dismantling Bruce's life from the inside out. It was this systemic thing. He killed everyone close to Bruce and destroyed his life to try and make him suffer because he felt that Bruce was responsible for something that happened to him. Yes, the Batman would have then led into the Deathstroke solo outing that was worked on by Joe. He teases that the movie got scrapped by saying it was very much a tale of the Merc going towards his death as he shaves his head into a mohawk style, which we saw in the sneak peeks for the upcoming Snyder Cut series. Yes, in the final act he would march into a battle knowing that he would be killed in it. However, we got Matt Reeves' Batman instead, and do not get me wrong, I'm excited for that. I love Robert Pattinson, I'm a big fan of Matt Reeves, and I really can't wait to see what that's about. And in my opinion, there is room for both. So the Snyderverse has been hinted of carrying on. Well, that can carry on HBO Max and be an exclusive to that to get some kind of incentive to stick with them once they change their slate in 2022 to go back to the cinema. And, well, we can have a multiverse, of course, as well. But that was just a short video for you there, as I thought this was really interesting, and I always felt something was off. I don't know why we didn't see more of Lex Luthor in Justice League if he was broken out, and it was a real shame because I loved his version of Lex Luthor, and now we do have the bald original version of Lex Luthor. But that is it for this video, so please do drop a like down below, please do subscribe with notifications on, and we should have for you tomorrow a Black Bear movie ending explained and a Ghosts of War video coming later tonight.